the door. I'm not heating the whole damn neighborhood. Hey everybody, welcome back to Old Man Gamer Network. I am Combat Carl, and we are continuing our very, very basic series on EVONY the King's Return, and we are going to pick up where we left off. I have done what I told you I said I was going to do. Surprise, surprise. I have upgraded everything in this view to level 3. That means we have upgraded the keep, the warehouse, the shrine, the tavern, the rally spot, the sawmill, the 2 farms, and guess what? I didn't even notice this. I'm surprised nobody screamed at me about it. When I built my second sawmill, I actually built another farm. So I'm going to show you something. This is the only area that you can do this in, is this this front area. And you can, I'll show you how to fix this. You can harvest this. It's going to go into your top bar. If you select detail, you can actually demolish this, which is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to demolish it, it's going to go away, and now we're going to replace it with our sawmill instead of a farm. Instant build. Then we're going to click it again, go back into upgrade, instant build it again, instant build it again. Now, we don't have a builder doing anything right now, but if we did have a builder doing something, there are some instances where you can get it's like having a free builder just for a very brief second. So anyways, now I fixed that. We're up to 9633, which I believe, if the maths are right, it's 128 power increase. Not whopping numbers, but we're new. We don't know anything. We don't have anything. We have very little to work with. So we're going to do our daily sweep again. We've just logged in. There will be a chest up here in the morning. We will go ahead and we will click that and claim that general fragment. You do that every single day. We're going to go into our builder. I have 1 builder slot. He's not doing anything. Under quests, it says I have 7 quests that I can claim because I have upgraded the keep, which then I upgraded the walls. And then we're just going to click through these. And most of this has got to do with producing and claiming. And then the other one we're going to have is some stamina because we were chasing Santas. And the Santas, I misspoke a little bit. I'll have corrected it in the graphic, but it is 1 stamina point for a level 1. And then for the 2, 3, and 4, it goes up as, by 1 as well. So a level 4 Santa will cost you 4 stamina. It's still the best deal going. All right, we've claimed all of that. Now look at that. We've thrown some stuff back up into our top bar again. We're going to continue down the mysterious puzzle. We do have the help icon, which basically says we've got a new puzzle. We're going to hold that for a minute because that kind of leads into a short discussion later on. We're going to continue up over to 3 dots. 3 dots has got something for us. Let's look at items. And this is the Santa chasing that we have done this afternoon. And then we have some more items that we've gotten. Let's go ahead and look at this. This is what's called a Junior Resources Chest. And it says open to receive 1 or more resource items. I'm just going to open it, and I'm going to open all of them because I just kind of like the surprise of seeing what I get. So we got 5 5K ore boxes. These are just resource boxes. It was a resource, a resource chest, so it's given us more boxes. We've got 25K of ore, 15 of stone and food, and 25 of the lumper. What else have we got in here? We do have a 25. This is our 25 of stamina that we found at the tavern. Your tavern is a stamina spawn point. Now, double check. Okay, I don't want to misspeak here. My local time at 12:30, which is lunchtime, 6:30, which is supper time or dinner time, and 9:30, which is drink time. I have a 25 stamina that spawns at my tavern at those 3 times. And it happens every single day. 75 free stamina. But once it spawns, it's only there for 60 minutes. So if you get there at 61 minutes, it's gone. You can use that. If you will click on it, it'll say, use it to gain 25 stamina. You click that, and that stamina goes right up here into your stamina bar. If you want to see exactly how much you have, you click on it. We have 106 of 100. 100 just means that when it's time to refill, at the time server reset happens, it'll only fill back up to 100. If you only have 5 stamina, it'll go up to 100. If you have 95, it'll only go up to 100. You can add more into it, but it's only going to refresh up to 100. Now, this blinking here means that we've got some experience. So, you know what, just for fun, let's click on that. We have 94 of the 50 Monarch experience. Let's just use them all. Ta-da! Looks like Nerf Herder has gained a level. We're just going to hit confirm on that again, and we're going to use our 1000 XP Monarch level book. Let's get back out of here. We don't have anything in Alliance because we're not in an Alliance. We don't have anything in Mail because we've already checked the mail. The red dot that we're getting is something on activity, and we're going to cover that in an upcoming episode. So here we are. We're at, everything here is at level 3. Let's go over and let's look at the map real quick. In our daily routine, the first thing we do when we come to our map screen is we go to world map. You can see I'm chasing Santas at a pretty good clip. We go over to the Arch of Triumph, and this is where we will send our flowers to whomever it is on your server that is holding those spots. Then we're going to go back to where we are. We are still in kind of a pickle when it comes to resource gathering. And the pickle that we're running into is when we go to occupy a resource tile. Right now, I've got 200 guys. I've got 200 tier 1 ground troops, and I've got 200 tier 1 archers. And they can't carry a whole lot. And so you can see with those 400 guys, I can only carry 3.6K worth of a resource. So the problem that we have is we don't have very many troops. The troops that we do have, they can't carry very much. And we can only send one group at a time. So there are 3 issues that are limiting us in our gathering of resources. The other thing that's going to limit us to is our combat power, our ability to attack monsters, or this is a subordinate city. It would limit what we could do with this subordinate city. Or it limits what we can do with this. This is called a boss monster. This is a common monster. This is a boss monster. We'll get into that in I think probably the next episode. So let's alleviate this problem. But the first thing we're going to do is, as we're going to go work on the other screen, let's go ahead and send these guys and get some work out of them, because we want to keep people busy. We want to keep troops doing something. Idle, you only get paid when you're doing something. So we want to make sure that we can correct that. So we discussed in our city planning that this is going to be our combat training area. We talked about this area here being our hospital and our embassy co-located together because of that undead invasion event that comes up, where you're doing a lot of healing and then you're also having to help the people in your alliance with their healing. And if you put those two things together, it makes things a whole lot easier. So in order to get more troops, we have to train them. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to click on this little build square, and it gives us the option to build a barracks. And we can either use our builder for a second, literally, or we can hit the instant free build button. At this point, it doesn't really matter. You're going to get the instant build for free button when the amount of time it takes to build your structure is less than the free time that you have. If we hit build on here, you'll notice it instantly went to free and it instantly completed that building. Now, it builds it at level 1. We are currently at level 3. So if we click on it and we hit upgrade, it's going to take 6 minutes to upgrade that, which is longer than the free time that we're allotted. So if we go ahead and click this, it's actually going to build this for about a minute, and then it's going to click over into our free time. So if we keep an eye on this, we can be pretty quick about building some stuff. Let's go over to this second build slot, and since we had just built a barracks, that barracks is no longer an option because we can only have one. So we go to Archer Camp and we want to build that. We only have one builder. So it says up here, our builder is busy. It gives us a timeline for how long it's going to take for that to complete. But I have an instant free build. So let's click that. It's like having a second builder and not having to pay for it. Now we're going to notice this countdown here. When it gets to 5 minutes, we're going to get the big free button. Now that instantly completes for free. We can go back over to this one. We can now click the upgrade button. Let's click upgrade onto him. The countdown timer is going. We can now go back over here. Let's train some additional troops. If we click on our structure, we get I call it the option bar. And this gives us the things that we can do with this building. One of those is upgrade. We don't want to do that right now. If we click detail, read this on every building and read it multiple times in order to learn what you have to do. This is going to talk to us a little bit. This is our first mentioning of what's called the combat triangle. We're going to cover that in a separate episode. But it says ground troops possess a battle advantage over ranged troops. So keep that in mind. If you click more information, again, it's going to give you this kind of a grid, and it tells you at level 1 we can build tier 1 warriors. At level 6, it opens up tier 2 axemen, and on and on and on. So let's go ahead and build and train our first troops. We're going to hit train. It's going to bring up this screen. We already own 200 of these warriors. For 4.8K of food, we are going to train 30 more. It's going to take us 4 minutes and 52 seconds to do that. We don't need any lumber. We don't need any stone. We don't need any ore. Click the train button. Off we go. If we wanted to speed that up, we would hit training, speed up. This is a 10-minute speed up just for training. These are called general speed ups. 5-minute speed up 4, and it's blank. It's like a blank check. You can do whatever you want to do with it. But this is already filled in for the only thing that it works for, which is training. I'm not going to use it because you know what? I know I've got a bunch of stuff to do, and I'm probably going to stay busy for the next 4 minutes and 20 seconds. When I go back over here, we're going to click the free button. That gets us up at level 2. So let us do the same thing that we did before. We'll look at detail, archer camp, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Ranged troops possess a battle advantage over mounted troops. So it said that the ground troops, which are over here, have an advantage over these guys. These guys have an advantage over our cavalry or our mounted troops. I wonder if our mounted troops have an advantage over the ground troops. That's called the combat triangle. So we are going to go back into here. We are going to train these. Again, we own 200 of them. Let's click info just for fun. This gives you a little bit more detail in what's going on. It gives you some more stats. Here's the stat here that we're going to pay attention to for right now. The load. This is how much they can carry. And that number isn't very big. That means that they can't carry a whole lot. You can also, if you want to, for some reason, you can dismiss a number of these. You'll hit this, and then it'll ask you how many of them you want to dismiss. So we're going to go in and we're going to train for 1.2K in food, 3.6K in lumber. This takes 2 types of resources to build. We're going to build 30 of them. It's going to take us 4 minutes and 52 seconds. We're going to click train. We could instant train them, but we don't spend gems. We could use a training speed up, but I got enough stuff to do. I don't need to waste a training speed up. I've already used half my time on this warriors right here. So I've also opened up 2 quests. Upgrade the barracks. Upgrade the barracks again. Upgrade the archer camp. Upgrade the archer camp again. We're starting to build that back up a little bit, little by little. We don't have, we're not getting big, tremendous rewards out of these. So I have a builder that is idle. So what can we do? We can upgrade our keep. We still have 1 minute 54 seconds. We still got 4 minutes on that. Let's go ahead. We're going to hit the keep upgrade. Our walls are at level 3. I have a level 3 farm. I have the food. I have the lumber. It's going to take 36 minutes to upgrade. I click on that. There we go. We're upgrading for the next 36 minutes. While we're here, we might as well go ahead and click this. That's going to take our food and our lumber that is being produced down here, puts that into the top bar. Oh look, while we're down here, we might as well collect this, claim it, claim it. So this has still got a minute. This has still got 3 minutes. This is building. We only have 1 lumber slot going right now. We just got another one. Yep, produce and claim. So we're going to claim that. Let's claim it again. We got a mail. What did we get a mail from? Oh yeah. We were in a resource tile and we gathered that much. So just for fun, let's go out there. And let's go to the food tile, occupy, and now, oh look, why do we only have 200? Didn't we build soldiers? Were they done? Or is there something else? There is something else. When you are done training a troop, they go into, I call it a holding room or a holding pattern. So I come from an airplane background. So we have trained this troop, but he has not been released yet. So you have to click on him, and now you see him running there, little guy. I don't know if it's safe to run with that little hatchet of his. You should probably be careful. So he is now going to run over to our rally spot or the rally point, and he is now available for us to use. He wasn't available until we clicked on him because he was still in the holding room. So let's go ahead, train another 30. We hit the train. They've still got a minute and a half. Oh, look, another quest. We're kind of rushing through this, and part of that is because a lot of this game has to do with time management. How can you do a bunch of stuff, because there's a lot of moving parts in this thing right now. How can we do all of this stuff in an efficient manner? So now, oh no, let's go here to the food. And now I've got 30 more guys. So we went from 3.6 to 3.9. It's not a tremendous increase, but it's an increase, and it's an increase with only 200 guys. What happens if now you get 800 guys or 8,000 guys or 80,000 guys? These numbers are not out of the realm of possibility. I can assure you of that. So let's go back here. We've covered how we get more troops. There were two other problems that we had, or two other issues that we had that we needed to resolve. And one of those was, how do I get my troops to carry more? Well, oh, look, we just finished Spearmen. So let's now click them. They're now released, running to their rally spot in a very safe manner, I'm sure. We're going to hit train. We're going to train 30 more. How do we get our troops to carry more? We're gonna open up something. We're gonna build something called the Academy. I have a free build certificate. Let's free build that. Just for fun, let's go to upgrade. I have a second free build because it's only going to take 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Let's click that again. Now this next one is going to take 6 minutes and 40 seconds, but I only have one builder right now. So we're going to have to wait. But while we're waiting, let's get something done. We're going to go in here to advancement. You can see this is what we call a tree. In the Academy, there's an advancement tree, a defense tree, a military tree, a medical aid tree, an alliance tree specifically for when you get into an alliance, a subordinate city tree. This only applies to subordinate cities. Then we have a recovery tree, as well as a military advance tree. Both of those are locked for right now. We've got to get our level up a little more than level 1 or level 2 to get some of that stuff unlocked. So we're going to go back to the very first tree in the Academy, the advancement tree, and we're going to research the builder position. This allows you to buy 2 more building slots. So we have 1 free building slot. If we want more builders, we have to do this. We have met the prerequisites of level 1 Academy, and we have the cash. You are going to dump millions and millions of gold pieces into researching technologies here in the Academy. I am not even joking. Be stingy with your gold. Be stingy with your gems. Be stingy with your stamina. We're going to hit the research button. It's going to take us 5 minutes to do that. And let's see. Oh, your troops have returned to the city. So now we can jump back over to the other screen. And we can now go and harvest or gather some more. Oh, look, now we've got 230 and 230. Now we're up to 4140. We're going to click. They're going to go off. This is the way it goes. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. 4 seconds until my warriors are done. I can claim these quests. Train 60 troops. Upgrade the academy to level 1. Upgrade it to level 2. Release that troop. Get another group of 30 training. That leaves us with 1 minute and 20 seconds there. We can clear this other quest out. We're going to claim that. So this is an example of what your gameplay is going to be like. We are going to go down in just a moment. We're going to look at this extra puzzle here. But you are going to get things going here on your keep screen or your city development screen. Then you're going to jump over to your map screen. We're going to manage some resource gathering or some Santa hunting or some monster slaying or some boss slaying. And then we're going to jump back and forth and back and forth. Speaking of back and forth, let's go back to this mysterious puzzle. We're going to see I've strategically paused after finishing puzzle 9. We're going to solve this next puzzle because we're going to get a reward. Let us see if we can push this box out of the way. Then don't pull this yet, because if he's going this direction, he's going to go into the pit there. Somebody's not going to be happy. It's going to puncture his colon. Rocky pose. And it says, hey, all right. Medium resource chest. We've opened some junior resource chests, but that's a medium chest, so maybe that'll have some more stuff in it. And congratulations on legendary general's recruitment. Cleopatra, the last active pharaoh of Ptolemaic Egypt, shortly survived as pharaoh by her son Caesarion. I don't know about you, but from a design standpoint, I find this unappealing. She has a snake up here on her arm, her left arm. She also has a snake on her left waist. She also has a snake on her left thigh. What's going on over here? Nothing. I don't like that. I've poorly thought out. Anyways, let's go on to this next screen. This brings us up to the general screen, and we have recruited our first epic historical general. And we're going to talk all about that on the next episode. We're going to exit out of here. We're going to exit out of here. We're going to go back to here. While we are gone for in between now and the next episode, this is at level 3 going up to level 4. We're going to upgrade everything in here to level 5. I'm also going to probably going to add in 1 or 2 more lumber yards. Probably going to add in 1 more farm over here. And I think that's what we'll do. Anyways, I'm Combat Carl, and this has been Old Man Gamer Network basic introduction series to EVONY, The King's Return. I hope you guys have enjoyed hanging out with me. If you have a trick or a tip that you think would benefit us here, be sure to put it in the comment section down beneath the sermon notes. You guys know all kinds of little tricks, and there's a lot of them, and we sure would appreciate it. Anyways, you guys have a good one. Cheers. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us today. Be sure to tap that thumbs up button if you think we've earned it, and be sure to hit the subscribe button and that little bell to be notified when new content comes out. Be sure to check out these other videos, and I'm Combat Carl for Old Man Gamer Network. You guys be sure to go straight home. No screwing around.